Hey, killer. Hey, ugly hobo. Hey, homestead. Hey, Chibi. Hey, Exa. Hey, cookie jam. Feeling stiffed. Hey, Shamu. Uh, just about Shamu. I haven't been up for long, honestly. Did sleep in really late today. Hey, random viewer. Hey, Pushing. Hey, Agatha. The beige. Yeah, I've heard about that. Hey, Hoshiko. Hey, Mama. Debonair. The accusations of him exposing himself. Yeah, I heard about that killer, and not the least bit surprised. Hey, Eddie. Elon was always an asshole. So I guess if I had his money, I would too. But excited though, I wouldn't bother. Yeah, my hair does just naturally do that. Ever trust me? Yeah. Hey, Brooke. Hey, Mark. What do I think of Bush's gaff? It's funny. It was either funny or sad, as I saw one person note. Hey, Green Five. Thank you, Green Five. Hey, Ratatouille. Yeah, yeah, and it's worth noting. I saw Yes, it was Twitter, but I saw a Twitter thread earlier from a journalist who had written a book about Tesla a couple years back. Um, and the guy was saying that, hey, Alana Lee, that basically Tesla, SpaceX, all of Musk's uh, ventures are essentially a confidence game. They all rest on confidence in Musk himself. Hey, Laura. Like Tesla, if Elon Musk were to leave Tesla, Tesla would no longer be making money. It's He's created a cult of personality around himself, and all his business ventures rely on that, which does mean if as soon as people lose confidence in Elon Musk as a person, all his shit goes down the drain. Hey, Fernanda. Everything he's done goes down the drain. Which is probably why he wants to buy Twitter. That way he can control. He can get even more control over the narrative about himself. SpaceX isn't going to. Hey, Brand. Like I said, if people lose confidence in Elon Musk, then he's going to lose a shit ton of money, and he's going to abandon SpaceX. He will. We need to look for answers in solar systems. Yeah. And here's the thing: I am all for space exploration. I'm a fucking Trekkie. Of course, I love space exploration. I may not understand much about it, but I am all for it. Um, Laura, yes, but only again, it's only because Tesla is owned by Elon Musk. Whatever claims. Um, Tesla itself doesn't isn't actually innately profitable. The real president is whoever controls the teleprompter. It's a stupid thing to say. Yeah. Trump didn't need a teleprompter. Trump needed a teleprompter. He didn't use a teleprompter, which is how we know that he needed a teleprompter. Like, he rambled a lot. Like, a script, he needed one. He rambled constantly. Like, it was just, he would be doing a speech and then he would sort of start moving away from the point and just, yeah, he should we invest money in telescopes that could see other biosignatures? I mean, yes. I'm all for, please. Trump was controlled by banks. They feel cheaply built. Yeah, I've heard that about Teslas. Yeah, like, I'm in favor of investment into space exploration. I'm not a fan of the fact that billionaires are sort of using space exploration as a way to avoid paying their workers more. Love that T-shirt. Color matches yours. Oh, thank you, Green Five. Yeah, the idea that, oh, Trump was independent. No, he wasn't. In the sense that, like, he was absolutely, he was a lot more blatant about just being absolutely all about uh, pushing whatever would make him money. Did I find Trump funny in any way? No, I found him an asshole. The fact that this shitty ass person was the most powerful man in the fucking world? Hell no, I didn't find that shit funny. Did I drink 2 liters of gasoline today? Fuck you, Alana. You know what? That is so fucking offensive, Alana. I am actually going to block you for that. I'm banning you from that for that. So go fuck yourself. These Trump was. My understanding is that a big part of the shortage, for baby formula shortage in the U.S. is down to certain trade rules that Trump put in place. Obama deported morally. Yep, I'm aware of that. It is one of the things I disliked about him. Um, one of many, many, many Obama policies that I frankly disagreed with. We're going to import baby food from less kids, which, I mean, might be happening soon. Yes, I was aware of his desire to build a wall, ugly hobo. Would Trump have let Russia invade Ukraine? Russia wouldn't have needed to invade Ukraine because they were already getting, because Trump was willing to let Putin do whatever Putin wanted. Trump would have just let Russia do whatever they damn well wanted. Hey, Callie. Papa John's or Domino's? Um, Have I ever had? I'm pretty sure I've never had Papa John's. Hey, honestly, not sure that I can't remember if I've had Domino's or not, and if I liked it, if I did. Satoshi Kon. Name doesn't ring a bell. Give me a second. Or the name rings a bell. I just can't remember from where. Um, don't think I've seen any Satoshi Kon things. Okay. Yeah, I have not watched any of Satoshi Kon's movies. Sorry. Hey, Tony. Do I like cheese pizza? I mean, I prefer other stuff on it. Delta. Oh, right. I wanted to get down, but I need to book an appointment. And I keep forgetting to go on and book an appointment to talk to somebody about it. Favorite '90s TV show? I mean, X Men. X Men the animated series. Papa John himself is a white nationalist. He got fired from uh, from his own company. So Papa John's, it's the company, isn't actually associated with anything. You're not blocked, VLR. I never watched the X Files. No, just didn't really do anything for me. Did I order pizza? Did not. Maybe I should. Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's cute. Never really watched. I've never watched or played Pokemon, but yeah, Jigglypuff's cute. Top five pizza toppings. Um, Pepperoni. Well, cheese, pepperoni, um, bacon, green pepper. I don't know. How's my mood been? Uh, yeah, same as usual. Thoughts on Powerpuff Girls? I watched the first. I have watched the first season of it. I need to watch more of it. Um, it's a good, cute show. It was a really good show. I pray every night I'm reincarnated as a Pokemon, as a living situation. Still not, or I'm still living. I'm still living. That's the living situation. Green peppers or onions? I like green peppers and onions on pizza. Therapist, psychiatrist? Yes, I do. About once a month. Have I ever double Dutch ruddered with a friend? I don't even know what that means. Why do you need to watch it? Because it's good. I need to watch more Powerpuff Girls because it's a good show. Oh, still chilling. Do I miss chat rooms? Uh, EXO. Next time I'm on the Switch, I will accept any friend requests that are on there. I don't go there very often. Go on it very often. Favorite Powerpuff Girl? Uh, Buttercup. I think Buttercup. Bubbles. No, it's Bubbles. Bubbles is my favorite. ASL, yeah. Yeah, do I miss chat rooms? They were weird. Chat rooms were a thing. I don't know that I really miss them. Late night. Uh, Still using male pronouns because I don't feel comfortable using female pronouns when I still look like this. Have I ever been to a cat cafe? I have not. I really want to go. MSN was kind of jammed though. Yeah, I mean, I used to go to a few. There was a couple chat rooms that I used to be on. Laxative prank? No, I'm not pulling a prank on Chantel. Dave Burger? I don't know. Probably just like cooked on a barbecue. Still employed? Yes, I am. Am I a woman? I don't feel like one yet. Yeah, whatever, Felicia. Just gonna spam then. Seem like I'm in a good mood. Women don't have beards. Some do. Hey, Rara. I mean, there are some cisgender women who have beards, your mama says. Am I nervous about the transition process? Not really, no. Just thanks, Green 5. Hey, Bobby Joe. Not natural. No, some do. There are some women, some cisgender women, who naturally develop facial hair. Sometimes thick facial hair. Late nights. Because I don't actually feel far enough along to start using the female pronouns. Like I will. Probably other way around. Male to female. They don't desire facial hair. There is a bit of a movement towards accepting facial hair, towards women accepting their own facial hair. It's still very, very rare, no question. It's absolutely. Do I have a contact? Like somewhere that you can contact me off of here. Yeah, if you ever want to contact me off YouTube, you can DM me on Twitter at X-Men Expert. Women with shaved armpits are hairy. All right, we got the point. In general, I probably like personal preference. I prefer shaved, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to like reject a woman if she doesn't shave her armpits, because I can definitely understand why she wouldn't. All men started female in the womb. What would make you reject a woman? If we have completely different life philosophy, that would be a thing. Sam, does insurance cover transition costs? I'm not sure. Not sure if OHIP covers it or not. Both men and women should try to shave their pits or keep them kempt. Maybe. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I watched bits of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Sometimes it made me laugh, sometimes it didn't. Need to be someone with. No, I don't think so. I think that there are certain core values that partners should share. Meatwad was the greatest, yeah. 95-year-old resident of a nursing home. Pass. Directed a woman if I hate. Yeah, I don't. If they were grown up, I might, like, if they're adults, if they're living on their own, then I might be open to dating them. Fuck off with your goddamn spam. Christ. Well, ew. No. Shit's fucking gross. A couple should have, a value should a couple have in common? Ideally, they should have similar views on children. Uh, Beyond that, I mean, like, you know, it is not Carl Sagan's boner. And hello, Carl Sagan's boner. How much you doing? I've been on for about 20 minutes now, Ramona. But I don't know, like, whatever. There's just certain things that partners should be able to agree on. What should I say to ask girl out? I mean, realistically, you should probably just be like, hey, I think that you are, uh, I think that you seem pretty cool. Would you like to go out sometime? Like, honestly, like, that's probably, from, like, speaking realistically, that's probably the way to do it. Would I date someone who lives with their parents? Probably. What percentage of world leaders are sociopaths? I think the number is actually pretty high. Would I kiss Shutterfly for me? You mean Fluttershy? And no, I'm not. I don't kiss my stuffed animals. Hey, Dandy. Brayden, I will take your word for it because that's not a word that I feel like typing into my Google search. I don't, or into, yeah, I don't really feel a need to type that word out in general. Listen, no, I need to book an appointment. Will my depression lift or stay the same? Probably about the same. When's the last time I encountered a human woman? Uh, I mean, oh, when I went to get my license renewed. Or not my license, but when I got to get my provincial ID renewed. Why haven't I booked an appointment? Because I suck. It's because I suck, Laura. That's the how's chicken meatloaf? It wasn't as good as a regular meatloaf. And it kind of gave me a little bit of poops. Gonna be honest, I needed a little bit of poops. Or I got a little bit of poops from it. But yeah, it just wasn't as good as like a real meatloaf. Am I ready to see people? I don't know. My Antifa means anti-fascist, so yes. Aaron, I'm honestly not sure. Do I have IBS? No, I don't. Hi, Ryder. What do you think of Channing Tatum claiming to be politically neutral? Eh. I suppose I don't really think about Channing Tatum much at all, frankly. He's just not someone I think about. Would I burn down a building during a riot? I mean, I wouldn't. I gonna change my pronoun soon? Once I like, apparently there is kind of a waiting list to get on hormones, which kind of sucks. If I'm able to get on them, then probably. Got a favorite porn star? No. Favorite streaming service? I like Crave TV, which is a Canadian one. How do I like my salads? Tossed. Hi-yo. I'm kidding. Black market. No. Crave TV. Crave TV is a specifically Canadian streaming service. It obviously it's got a lot of Canadian shows. It does have a lot of American shows as well. It has the streaming rights for all the Star Trek shows in Canada. Tequila went. I mean, I suppose that's not a surprise, Ugly Hobo. Tequila becoming anti-Semitic. Can't say it's surprising. That's on Blair White. Never watched her. Do I watch ContraPoints? Hell no. Do I like the Trailer Park Boys? I never watched it. Just not something that ever seemed like something I would want to watch, frankly. Tila isn't anti-Semitic. What's your name? Hey, Fupa. Well, I don't know. Thoughts of fatherless children making for weak men or future prisoners? I mean, I kind of don't buy that shit. I don't know, like ContraPoints. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't ContraPoints like this alt-right YouTube channel? Or am I thinking of, or am I getting it mixed up? Ah, okay. So I was wrong better then. Okay. So in that case, I don't like ContraPoints because I just don't give a shit about watching political shit on YouTube. Did I ever get mistaken for Aragon from Lord of the Rings? No. Okay. I was unaware of that. I was unaware about it for. Batman was an orphan, so you can go the other way with it. His broken feeling gives the government more power. Russell Brand? Nah. Have I don't think I ever watched any of his movies, funnily enough. Like, I'm just thinking, and I don't think that I ever ended up watching any of his movies. Just never did. My favorite animal? Cats. Forgetting Sarah Marshall? No. Would I date a daytime stripper? Yeah, sure. BBWs or fit girls? Either way. I'm fine with either one. Hey, Master Jim. The floofier the better? Yeah. What amount of super chat money would you shave my hair? No amount. I'm not shaving my head. Don't thread on me? Don't thread or don't tread? Either way, I don't give a shit about Chris Pratt, and I never have. Am I reading chat? Of course I am, casual dude. How do you say hello in Scottish? Hello. Do I like girls with short hair? Yeah. I like short hair in girls. I think it's very cute. Chris Pratt made him for sure. Though, you know, I'm betting that Marvel Studios paid for a personal trainer for him. Do I support the Second Amendment? Nope. It's true that Scottish people are very careful with their money. That is the stereotype. Not something I want to do, Amy Rose. Hatfield is a Republican. Ugh. And Republicans that I like? No. If I was attacked, what would I do to defend myself? Drop into a ball and cry. How many guns would I buy if I lived in the US? Probably none. I just don't see myself getting guns. I'm not a gun person. I've never been a gun person. Scottish? No, I don't speak any. I can't speak any Scottish. Armadillo defense strategy? Exactly. I don't really give a shit, Ramona. Guns turn cowards into tough guys? Yeah, true. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's a fucking conspiracy theorist dumbass. Hey, Yorkie Mama. Hey, Colt. Pigtails? No. Is there other true? I do seem to wear it quite a lot. What question do I get the most on here? I don't know. There's a few that get repeated. Ponytail. Chibi, you're probably right. The issue is like hair elastics go missing so easily. Pigtails? I never liked pigtails. I never got the appeal of pigtails. Where's Chantel? She's in her room. I think she's watching Bay Nation right now. Last I saw, she was watching Bay Nation. That was half an hour ago, so I don't know if she's still watching. I'm not doing anything to my hair. Mark Hanfin? Probably not. Color hair bands Bobby's in the UK. Am I missing too? Yeah. What did I eat today? Nothing yet, actually. Can jet fuel melt steel beams? I don't know. Probably. Park karaoke? Not that I'm aware of. As far as I'm aware, I have no First Nations or Native American or Indigenous person ancestry. Shouldn't I ever a healthy weight? Not really. Hey, Jeff Dunn. Yeah, we'll see, Abby. Are that like garbage? I know. Yeah. Conspiracy theorists used to be fun, and now they're just absolutely terrifying. Get ton of this and from my mom's family. That's pretty cool. Brayton, yeah. What I think of Megadeth stays the same. He seems like a dick. I don't know. Like it's. I just feel like he's probably a dick. Hey, CeeLo. I don't really know, but it's just the vibe I get from him. He's actually a real nice guy. Maybe. But he also seems like he might be kind of a dick. Thoughts on Andrew Yang? Dumbass. Thoughts on Sasha Banks and Amy walking out in WWE? Good for them. I don't know the reasons for it, but good for them. Puff Daddy the Devil. What name is he going by right now? Is he Diddy right now? Sean Combs? What's Sean John? What name is he going by right now? Dave can never let go of being kicked out of Metallica. Yeah, that was the for being a dude. That's the impression I get from him. Yeah. He wants to be called Love. Could I win a fight to the death with a giant otter? How giant are we talking about, VL? What size pants do I order? Do I wear? I think it's like 32 by 28, I think is what I don't normally wear. Amy Rose. I'm just wearing socks. I'm wearing regular black socks. Yang Spark TBI. Yeah, it's the one intelligent thing that he's done. Supporting UBI is like his one intelligent moment. Favorite type of cuisine? I don't know. Chantel's live now. Maybe I'll yell something in a bit. Pretty much, yeah. Hey, sanity, conformed sanity. Nah, past, yeah. Maybe later. Hey, Mercedes. Hey, Colt. Thoughts on Belle Delphine? Don't know anything about her. Catch her dude. I can just eat on this channel whenever I feel like it. Yeah, sure thing, Ramona. Hey, Afterlife. The hottest girl, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't really want to rank women like that. Hi, Kelly from Beyond. Favorite MCU movie? Um, Probably Ragnarok, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a scholar. Scariest dog breed? Uh, Scariest dog breed? Chihuahuas. Or like, oh shit, what are they called? Hey, damn darn Irishman. Pit bulls. Pit bulls are apparently pit bulls apparently are like super nice. Like they've been it's fairly common for people who want violent dogs to use pit bulls for it, but pit bulls themselves are generally like one of the sweetest breeds. Funny enough, a lot of times it's like smaller breeds. It's like the Would I date a pit bull? No. Or shit, what's the small dog breeds are definitely more aggressive? Yeah. Right, but the thing is, Sleeper, it's because the people who want to raise dogs to be violent often go with pit bulls. It's not something inherent to pit bulls themselves. It's the owners. It's how the owners raise them. Pit bulls themselves are, from what I understand, like genuinely the sweetest thing. I mean, it looks like a pit bull, probably not. Why do football players beat their girlfriends and wives? Because they are hyper competitive in all aspects of their lives. All right, give me a second, Callie. I'll respond to you later, Callie. Can dogs be trans? I mean, dogs literally don't have any concept of gender, so. Ramona, my response would be Project Veritas is entirely fucking liars. Project Veritas are known liars, proven liars. They lie and they lie and they lie about fucking everything. I wouldn't believe Project Veritas on fucking anything. Every fucking thing they say is a lie. All of it. Everything. All of it, all of it, all of it. All their undercover videos, they are all fucking fake. They are all manipulated. Here's the thing. If they were to release the full videos, the full unedited videos with context and everything, they're liars. They're fucking liars. You can't believe a fucking thing they say. There have been actual studies that have been done. Rona? Sure. But I would still absolutely bet. Just say an article from me. Remember back in 2008, there was that big controversy about Obama being associated with Acorn. They just straight up fucking lied about that group Acorn. Their expose on Planned Parenthood was lies. Everything they do, it's lies. That's what they do. You can look it up yourself, but and shit, even fucking Wikipedia, like even their Wikipedia article starts off by saying produces deceptively edited videos. Yeah, fucking look it up. Look it up yourself. It's what they do. They deceptively edit videos in order to in order to misinform people. It is a dedicated misinformation campaign. That's what Project Veritas is a dedicated misinformation group. Wikipedia didn't exist when I was in middle school, but no, it's like that's all they do. Have I seen? Yes, I have seen Only Yesterday. It's good. I like that movie. It's a bit weird. So weird that like in the English dub they used this. They had Daisy Ridley do an American accent. I didn't really get that part. Like that was just a weird thing. But I just stepped down for Bernie. I'm not showing my closet. Tim Pool, no. Is Star Wars real? Real good. That's on Trump winning in 20. I seriously fucking hope not. Because Christ, Trump is a fucking monster. He's a fucking disaster. Why the fuck do I have so many fucking Republicans in here? Fuck Donald Trump. Guy's an asshole. Guy's an asshole and an idiot. Would you be willing? I know I just made a compilation of your Mass Effect Let's Play into like 1 hour 30-minute video for first playthrough. Uh, I'm not sure how they. I mean, whatever. People want to do clips of me, then whatever. DeSantis a fucking jackass. Scotty Wolf, I don't actually drink beer. Like, I don't actually drink alcohol. Yeah, I think this. I've never. No, I have not seen the Bioware headquarters in Edmonton. Yeah, I think it would be a smart choice for Biden to step down. Like for Biden to announce he's not running for re-election, and for a different Democrat to run for election in 2024. Not a recovering alcoholic. No, I just don't like it. I just don't honestly don't like alcohol. Harris would be better. I don't know. Harris is a cop. I would disagree, Brother Mencius, because I mean, here's the thing: the Republican Party as a whole is fucking evil. The Republican Party as a whole is evil and dedicated to control and cruelty. Like it's just what the party is predicated on. Hey, Rick. Grave of the Firefly. I watched it. I watched the English dub of Grave of the Fireflies, and it was impossible to enjoy it. Like the Democrats aren't evil. They're incompetent. That's the problem with the Democrats. The Democrats aren't actually competent enough to be evil. Yeah, don't watch the English dub of Grave of the Fireflies. Honestly, it's terrible. Brother Menteith. I remember before the 2020 election or before the 2016 election during the Republican primary. I remember Lindsey Graham saying the choice between Trump and Cruz was the choice between being shot and being poisoned. Hey, Cabbage Jack. Yeah, I saw that. Piss and vinegar. Mark Hanafin. I mean, probably. I've never actually watched the English dub of Cowboy Bebop. I've only watched it subtitled. Funnily enough, most most of the time with Ghibli movies, I think the dubs are really good. The English voiceovers are really good. There's a couple that are just bad though. No, the Democrats. How can I be racist? I have black friends. That's how, Ramona. That's how. English dub is actually solid for Bebop. Yeah, I've heard that. Um, I've heard that it's a good that it's done well. Would I like the Republicans more if they wore wigs like in Parliament? I'd probably like them less. Brother Mentis. Yeah, yeah, I know. Though the UK Conservative Party is getting pretty right. The Tories in the UK are getting pretty moving pretty far to fascism at this point. Um, the Conservative Party in the UK, they're fascists. How many band phrases do I have? A few. As for the Canadian Conservatives, they kind of suck too. Ramona, I don't have friends. Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson. I'm not sure who it is. Who that is. Not all racists are fascist. Why don't I have friends? Because I don't like meeting people. I don't like talking to people. A lot of fat people in Canada. Yeah, there's a fair number. That's it. No, no. I follow too many Brits for me to have any respect at all for the British Conservative Party. Hey, Melanie. Musk and Spirit Away only dubs like that. Kiki's Delivery Service, great dub. On most of Ghibli's movies. Most of Ghibli's movies have really good English dubs. Bojack? I never watched it. Still on Tinder? I mean, I never go on there. I have an account. I just never go there. I mean, because it's inconvenient to go down. It's an hour's drive to go down. It's not something where I can just on a whim decide to go see her. I've got no mama issues. I saw her like a week and a half ago. Like I saw her for Mother's Day. So it's not even that long since I saw her. Has Canada got a strong military? Not really, no. Is that fictive? Ah, fuck those people. Whatever, do drugs? Nah, I don't do drugs. I don't like doing drugs. No, Rara. I've ever seen people or things that weren't there. Not that I can think of. Do I tell my mom about mean people online? Nah. Is nature a trick? I mean, sort of. Timothy McVeigh. No, don't look up to Timothy fucking McVeigh, you dumbass. My concern about Chantal's drug use. Um, I do worry that she does abuse marijuana. So, yeah, I got that fixed. I got that fixed months. Like I fixed that months ago. Months ago. What the hell are you bringing that shit up for? My straight edge. I mean, I am, but only like not out of moral stance. It's not out of any moral stance. It's just I just don't enjoy drugs or alcohol. Battery was changed, Ramona. Now shut the fuck up. That's an industrial society. Ah, Ross Ween. I mean, it's not. People keep asking me about this shit. I'd rather talk about comics. Cocaine? No, I'm not going to do cocaine. No. Democrats being against same-sex marriage until close to. I think they were wrong. No, haven't watched Doctor Strange 2. I'm still boycotting Disney for now. Got my nails done. Ooh, nice. Comics are real literature. Rare. I mean, the drawer doesn't close because it's just like even if I were empty out the drawer completely, the drawer wouldn't close. It just sits open. I used to like wrestling. Back when I was a teenager, I liked wrestling. I haven't watched wrestling in forever. Since really right around the time WCW closed, shuttered. I haven't watched wrestling since very shortly after that. You just don't understand. You literally don't know what you're talking about, Hodder. You literally have no idea what you're talking about. Nick, never watched Digimon. Yeah, like I watched wrestling like during the Attitude era of WWE and the NWO era of WCW. Bret, oh, Bret Hart, absolutely a Bret Hart guy. Fucking loved Bret Hart. Canadian. Bret Hart's Canadian. Of course I had to support Bret Hart. Again, you have no idea what you're fucking talking about, Hotter. Goldberg kind of bored me. Rowdy Roddy Piper, hell yeah. Another Canadian who pretended to be a Scotsman. So yeah, loved Rowdy Roddy Piper too. Most accurate Canadian stereotype. Yeah, maybe the politeness, I guess. Why am I boycotting Disney? Honestly, they're evil. Like, it's just like, never mind what's happening in Florida. Disney as a corporation, it's just, they creep me the hell out. They're way too big, way too powerful. Way too many human rights abuses. Fuck off, Otter. I don't fucking give a shit what you say. So yeah, I just, like, I hit a point. No, so it was the trans stuff that actually, like, kicked it off. Like, I was uncomfortable with the fact that Disney was donating to the politicians who pushed that anti-gay and anti-trans bill in Florida. So that was sort of what kicked it off. But even after they pulled their support of those politicians, well, Disney made a trans princess. I mean, that'd be great. I'd be really happy if they did that, because it would be, a really great way of showing their support for diversity. It would be, like, it would be fantastic representation for the trans kids, for trans community. So I would love it if they did that, but that's not really the main reason that I'm boycotting them. It wouldn't change the reason I'm boycotting them. Also, it would be like just them chasing money. So yes, I am Ramona. I am boycotting Disney. Because like I said, Disney does a lot of shady shit. Not talking about this shit, Howder. No, Ramona. That darnation. So right now it probably would be, which is why they're not going to do it. Carl Sagan's winner. I do boycott Nestle. I've been boycotting Nestle for a while. Disney monopoly, they are. Like, the only reason they would do it is if they felt that it would make money, because that's what Disney is in business to do, is to make money. Ramona, I think those Democrats are wrong. Asians are absolutely not wrong, not white. No, I don't, Healthy. Otter. I haven't bought Marvel comics in forever. I didn't hear about that, but yes, it would make me uncomfortable. Yeah. I can see them. I could see Marvel, or I could see Disney doing like a trans princess movie as, like, almost like a direct to video type of deal. I don't own any Nestle products, Otter. I don't buy anything from Nestle. Hey, Geetha. Ramona? I've never heard about that. An Irishman? Maybe. Carla, I NDP just because it's better than the Liberals. Camaro, yes, it is. Hey, Tracy. No, always from the grocery store, Gia. Yeah, I didn't hear about that, Rara. The Netflix Cowboy Bebop series. I've been asked about that before. I did a video about it, and it's shit. Like the Netflix live action Cowboy Bebop is garbage. It's a garbage series. It was shitty. I know. Nestle is uh, scary in how much it owns. But like I said, none of the shit that I own, I don't think. Give me 1 second. Yeah. As far as I'm aware, as far as I'm aware, I'm not buying any uh, Nestle products. Chantel wants me to bring her snacks in a sexy maid outfit. She'll have to buy the outfit if she wants that. Thoughts on boycotting Israel? Yeah, I'm fine with it. I mean, I don't know if we even have any snacks. She can get her own. You can get your own, Chantel. Hey, Leah. VTubers, no, I don't watch any VTubers. I've seen clips of a couple that seem pretty fun. Carla, I'm just pale. I don't care, Ramona. I don't want to talk about that shit. All Dutch extra cheddar crunchies. Cool. Not like Chantel does. I'm fine. I'm okay with cheese. Some cheeses. I like some cheese, but not the way Chantel does. Absolutely not. That's something I don't want to talk about right now, Ramona. Hey, Chef Cat. If you want to talk about that shit, find a politically dedicated YouTuber. Ponyo, I didn't enjoy Ponyo. Ponyo disappointed me. I'm not politically dedicated now. People ask me about it, and I'll answer the questions most of the time. But Ponyo is trippy. Yeah, it didn't work for me. I didn't enjoy that one. It just Mononoke. Princess Mononoke is really good. That was a really good one. Rick, I still don't see any need for mods. Female orange striped cats from anomaly. Yeah, I think I've read about that. I think I've read that actually. Was up on you as a kid, to be fair. Yeah. Arietti. Loved Arietti. Clearly. Yeah. Arietti is top 5 for me. Arietti, I think, is my fourth favorite Ghibli movie. So good. And I managed a couple of years ago, like 3 years back. I think it would have been about 3 years back. I actually got to watch Arietti on a movie screen, like in a movie theater. And holy shit, that movie is so good on a big screen. Like that movie absolutely more than most. Like any movie is gonna be better when you watch it on a big screen, obviously. But Arietti is one of those movies where the big screen actually like really, really does a massive amount of to lift the story. Um, Ghost in the Shell. I think I watched one of the Ghost in the Shell movies. Yeah, it's like it's just watching on a movie theater, watching it on a movie screen. It gives the scale exactly. Like it changes the scale of the film to make you really feel like you're part. Like you're there. Your Name. I have not yet watched Your Name. I've heard of it. But Spirit Away. Yeah, Spirit Away is my all-time favorite movie. Like Spirit Away is my absolute all-time number one favorite movie. Amy Winehouse? Yeah. Oh, do I ever feel like Amy Winehouse? Probably not. Never knew they were playing anime. Yeah. Silent Voice. Elfin Lied, never watched. My ideal job, working in a library. Spider-Man. Yeah, I've seen all the Spider-Man movies, or at least all like I haven't seen like the weird ass Japanese Spider-Man, but other than that, I've watched all the Spider-Man movies. Emissary from Hell's Suppleto Manu. Strangers have been so nice to me. Well, that's cool. 90s anime. I mean, I've seen some, not a lot. Have I seen Batman? I haven't seen the newest one, the Japanese. Yeah, like I've seen like screenshots, I think, and it seems pretty fucking wild. Oh, and I've read the Spider Verse comics, which in some which have had the Japanese Spider Man in roles of varying size. Golden Girls, yeah, I used to watch the Golden Girls when I was a kid. I watched the Golden Girls, and yeah, loved it back then. Uncharted, I have not watched Let's Play of that. Team Johnny Depp or Team Amber Heard. Uh, I haven't really paid that much attention to the trial, but it does seem um, Yeah, I think Silent Voice might be on Netflix, so I can watch it on there. Haven't seen the new Doctor Strange now. Whatever be in a polyamorous relationship? I'm not sure. Evangelion. I like the Evangelion. Yeah. One thing I have noticed people talking about lately is yeah, I watched Evangelion. With regard to the trial, is it is apparently having a chilling effect on other victims of domestic abuse coming forward. The extreme one side, yeah, the at least certainly the response to it on social media has been like it's been kind of gross. How it's been. Akira. I watched Akira. Loved Akira. Um, yeah, the treatment of Amber Heard has been really gross. Especially because, like, that darn Irishman. Here's the thing, though: men who have committed domestic abuse are absolutely paying attention to that trial, and they're going to be pulling the same shit on women who accuse them. I mean, here's the thing: like, there was again, I haven't really paid that much attention to it. So yes, this is shit that I'm getting off of. This is shit that I've just seen people talking about on Twitter. I will admit that, but what I've seen is that there is pretty strong evidence that uh, that Amber Heard was abused. That Johnny Depp did abuse her. Um, Certainly, like the what was it? There was that yesterday. They did that. They had a bunch of character witnesses for Amber Heard who talked about Johnny Depp being an asshole, talking about him throwing a bottle at someone's head, um, and X accusing him of being jealous and controlling. Uh, Former agent saying that he was difficult to work with. Those Russian bots. Actually, Russian bots have been part of the trial, or of the so like Russian bots have actually been tweeting about the trial, mostly against Amber Heard. Uh, Before the trial even started, uh, one of Johnny Depp's friends started a smear campaign against Johnny Depp or against Amber Heard. No, it's true. The Russian troll farms. Holy shit, are they involved in fucking everything? Not kidding. The Russian bots are actually like in on social media talking about that shit. It's like it's actually been confirmed. Um, there was it the Daily Caller? Shitty right wing Russian troll farms? Yeah. Um, I think the Daily Caller, I think it was. Right wing news site. Um, did a lot to push uh, the smear campaign against Amber Heard. Um, Vice did a an expose on that. The website vice.com did an expose, like did an article showing that the Daily Caller, I think it was involved in a big part of the smear campaign against Amber Heard. And it is being used, the trial is being used as a way to discredit the Me Too movement as a whole. It's being used as a way to discredit women who come forward about being victims of domestic abuse. I mean, it absolutely is. There's anecdotal. I mean, admittedly, a lot of the evidence right now is anecdotal, but there have been reports of women who are now frightened to come forward about being abused. Like, there's women who don't want to come forward because they've seen how Amber Heard is being treated. Same for men. Men historically have not wanted to come forward because, like, this is unrelated to the trial. Men don't want to come forward about domestic abuse because they know that they will be mocked for it. They'll be seen as weak, as not real men. So that's something. Oh, absolutely, men can be abused too. When I become a lawyer, pass. My ex-boyfriend was abused pretty bad, and he would flinch her. Yeah, yeah, that sucks. That's rough. We saw your fucking comment, Ramona, you fucking dumbass. You don't have to. You don't have to make the same comment 8 fucking times. Christ. Christ, just stop fucking spamming. Zoe? Pass. Oh my god. Give me a second. Putting on slow mode, it's 3 seconds just so that now, at least, the fucking spammers can't post the same comment 20 fucking times in the course of 2 seconds. Fucking hell. Hey, Strawberry. I do. That's the issue, Irishman. I ban them, and then they'll just fucking come back because apparently banning doesn't mean a fucking thing on YouTube. It means absolutely fucking nothing on YouTube to actually ban somebody, because they'll come back right off the fucking bat. 20 seconds later, they're fucking back. It is fucking ridiculous how impossible it is to actually ban people on YouTube. They need to fucking fix that shit. They need to do something about it, because holy shit, it's fucking annoying. Such platforms? Bah. Yeah, don't do that, Chef Cat. If somebody blocks you from their chat, then just fucking take the block. Is IQ overhyped? Yes, it is. My IQ, I believe my IQ is somewhere around 125, from what I recall. But like I said, it is overhyped. It doesn't actually mean much. Hey, Kelsey. That's at university. Yeah, I feel like I was a kid. Like, I feel like I was a kid when I was tested, but I don't have any memory of it. I do know that back when I was I never actually watched The Iron Giant, funnily enough. Back when I was late teens, I think, there was a televised IQ test, which means I'm not sure how scientific it was. Yeah, it's something that is like, you do it at home, like an IQ test you take at home while watching the TV. So clearly not actually knowing, clearly not sure how scientific it actually was. But on that as well, I believe I got a 125. For special needs kids being isolated classrooms. Hey, Gia. So when I was in school, we had a special needs kid in our classroom. I think it was probably good. Obviously, it probably depends on just how many special needs kids the school has, and context is going to make a difference. But IQ tests are not scientific, even in controlled academic environments. Exactly. But yeah, there's a special needs kid in our class, and I suspect it was probably good for her that she was able to socialize with kids her own age. And I suspect it was probably good for the kids in the class to socialize with somebody who was special needs. And I should note, everyone in the class was super nice to her. There was no bullying in my school, in my class. Like, there's, like, they would, like, throw her birthday parties and shit like that. Like, and I should note she was in the class, but she was like, she had her own, obviously, she had uh, her own teacher. So they would just be in the back of the classroom, she'd be, she'd have her own teaching assistant or whatever. They would have like she would have her own teacher assistant tutoring her while the rest of us were doing our regular lessons. Hey, Pash. And occasionally the girl would act up and be a slight disruption, but none of us really minded. Like, none of us really got mad at her when she'd do that, as we understood. Like, which was, I had the most weirdly wholesome fucking class. throughout elementary school. POV, Chantal is my roommate and friend. As I'm learning disabled emotionally disturbed class third grade school. Turned out to be a successful crypto dude. VL, I think that as far as the rise of autism, I don't think it's anything. I think the rise of autism is just down to us being able to diagnose autism better. That's why autism rates have gone up, is because we actually know how to diagnose it. Sleeper? No, it wasn't that. It's just like we understood that like has she had developmental issues. We understood that. So it's well, the same reason trans exactly. The number of trans people has increased because people are now feeling more comfortable coming out as trans. There are more gay people now because people are more comfortable coming out as gay. Overdiagnosis. Um, I would argue that overdiagnosis is probably not a huge issue with autism. Women giving birth at later ages, possibly. It is possible that might be contributing. Wearing a sports bra? No. Do I like that? I don't. I have no particular feelings on clowns one way or the other. ADHD was the autism of the 90s. Messy Jesse, yeah, it is. No, I don't listen to Insane Clown Posse now. Looking forward to summer. Yeah. I don't like how hot summer is. Too hot. Yeah. Two pieces of pizza and I'm so full. Depending on the pizza, yeah, it can get pretty filling. Autism spectrum is just an umbrella for different types and degrees of not brain damage. Don't be a fucking asshole. Don't be a fucking asshole, Hotter. I'm gonna fucking ban you for shit like that. Thanks, Dongleberry. Yeah, that's fuck you. That is a fucking offensive comparison. So fuck you. Like my father. I mean, because he like my parents separated because they weren't in love anymore, so they separated. And then my father happened to get a job out in Alberta. How long am I on left? I don't know how much longer I'll be on for. Is Alberta more conservative? It is. Do I ever see him? No. And not interested in seeing him. We do not have the same father that we're aware of. Hey, Rara. Rah, rah. Get what taste out of your mouth? I agree, Cesaro. I haven't actually eaten dinner yet. Evil Grin. Uh, it's a nickname Chantel gave me. It's a nickname my roommate gave me years and years and years ago. Nope, never watched Boogie. Don't see that happening, Ramona. Oh, I did not. I was lucky. I didn't get anything like that. As far as like what to do about like things taste, like changes to your sense of taste, I think there are actual like videos and things out there for ways you can mitigate it, not solve it, but good ways of dealing with it, of coping with it. But maybe the Mentamon, maybe Kuya. Couldn't tell you. Is it true? Ultrasounds causing. I don't think that gender is like what is that quantum? I don't think it's like quantum mechanics. Like I don't think it's a quantum mechanics thing where observing it changes the result. You know? Um, Kelly, yeah, probably once I'm off the live, I'll send you a response to your DM. We started transition? Not yet. Not really. Not yet. Not really. Actually, no. I don't give a shit what people on Kiwi Farm say about me. That's an Operation Paperclip. Not a fan of it. An OnlyFans? Probably not going to do an OnlyFans. That's pretty interesting, VL. Sam, yes, I would be a lesbian, yes. Would I prefer? I mean, I think I would have preferred that the Russian, or I think I would have preferred that the Nazi scientists like go to jail and be punished for their crimes against humanity. Is that he was asking about? He was asking about the Nazi thing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the fact that those Nazi scientists got to completely just didn't get any punishment for being fucking Nazis. Actually, a lot of them did. A lot of them were involved in war crimes. They're pretty much. I mean, they are now, but if I could have any career, what would it be? Librarian or library technician. People still chasing Nazi criminals. Yep. Would I build a wall? I mean, nah. Walls aren't even all that effective at keeping people out, frankly. Like, walls aren't actually even particularly effective border control, as Berlin might tell you. Okay. Good night, Chef Cat. Yeah, exactly. It's overstayed visas are the main thing. What do I think of Oprah running for president? Ugh. Ugh. I mean, a lot of people still crossed from East Germany into West Germany. Could we? No. Overstayed visas are the number one. Oprah as president, fucking hell. Holy shit, we'd get the fucking worst scientific advisors. Fucking Dr. fucking Oz as Surgeon General. You know, allowing every fucking shitty ass uh, drug to be approved, whether it works or not, whether it does anything or not. Ugh. Fucking Oprah. Oprah has done some amazing things. Like, I'm not going to deny that Oprah has helped a massive number of people. She is an a really canny businesswoman. Um, and immensely charitable. Time it's 11:37 right now, but she's also she's also kind of gullible. Like she has platformed a lot of bullshit over the years. Like she has um, bought into a lot of fads, a lot of scams. Um, Also, like I don't know. I don't really like celebrities running as president. I do not remember that, Issa, but good. I'm glad he got his nose broken. Ellen's, yeah, Ellen's apparently an abusive employer, which is fucked up. She's a billionaire, which is something that I also disapprove of. Yeah, it's just like I'm not a fan of celebrity politicians. I will note that Republicans sure do fucking love voting for their celebrities. Irishman, sometimes like punch all Nazis, obviously. So I support Nazis getting punched. Beyond that, like, never mind. Uh, Never mind Geraldo's politics. Never mind his political stance. That's whatever. I just support Geraldo being hit because he's just kind of a douche. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I always like absolutely punch all Nazis, but also I'm pretty okay with people who are just kind of douchey. Like Geraldo Rivera, he's just an idiot. Like I'm okay with Geraldo getting his nose broken just because he's an idiot. I don't even give a shit about his politics. The man himself is just an idiot. You know? Long before I even knew what his political views were, I thought he was an idiot. And I think as a kid I did hear about him getting his nose broken. And I think even then I was like, yeah, okay, I can see that. Convicted murders? No. I don't like doing video chats. Irishman, what I would say is comedic violence. I'm okay with sort of comedic violence. Yeah. Richard Spencer being sucker punched. That the hero who did that has never been caught. Or Geraldo Rivera being hit in the face with a chair on his own show. You know, it's funny violence. It's not fucking nobody's dying. It's not nobody's being fucking crippled by this shit. It's just funny violence. David Duke. I mean, punch David Duke. Absolutely punch David Duke. Or even like, remember when Fabio got his nose broken when a goose slammed into his face when he was on a roller coaster? Or I guess when his face slammed into a goose when he was on there. Like, remember when Fabio got his nose broken? Like when a goose exploded against his face? Is a blue jay? Okay. I suppose a goose probably would have done more damage, I suppose. That was funny. Yeah, it was funny. Bob Dole shot someone in the woods. Did the guy survive? I don't support the death penalty now. Like I said, Irishman, we're talking low levels of violence. We're not talking we're not talking guns here. We're not talking stabbings. We're not even talking straight up beatdowns. We're talking a sucker punch. We're talking about a we're talking about a dumbass getting hit with a chair on his own show. Well, yes, the Buffalo shooter should go to jail. Absolutely. Anita Bryant got hit in the face with a puck. What if someone punched me? I mean, depends on the reason they did it. But frankly, one punch, I'm not gonna. Somebody's sucker punching me. I'm not gonna go crying about it. Kelly, you can if you want, but Would I punch back? No. No, I'm way too much of a coward to punch back. Can I slap you and say snap out of it? I mean, sure. That's different, Irishman. The spamming is just irritating. With my partner got punched? I mean, realistically, anyone I date is probably going to be better able to take care of themselves than I can. So I've not seen that, Sonny. Second instinct. I have seen arguments that it is an attack on women. Would I ever go on Omegle? No. Need to date a butch lesbian? TERFs? Ramona, TERFs are trans exclusionary radical feminists. Basically, it's another way of saying transphobe. Biracial bisexuals? Sure. I'm not sure why that would be something I wouldn't be okay with. Would I be angry if someone shaved my beard in the night? Probably. Would I date Megan Murphy? I don't even know who that is. A lot of chicks. I know. I absolutely do, and I don't fucking like it. Yes, like J.K. Rowling. Yeah, I don't know why I get so many fucking turfs. I don't like it. No, I don't. I don't miss those people. They were annoying. J.K. Rowling with destroying a debate. Whatever. Zoe, I don't care. If I were part black, would I tell anyone? I mean, probably. Do I sit in the chair all day? Pretty much. Jay Springer helped create transgender exploitation media. He did. He did also, like, to a certain extent. I think Jerry Springer was sort of a mixed, like a sort of a mixed thing, because he did increase awareness of transgenderism. And he did, to some extent, he did also encourage, or he did at least try to encourage empathy towards trans people, but he also exploited them horribly. The insult a transgender pipeline? Never heard of that. Andy, no, she can. She'll probably ride. She'll if we go to Walmart again, I'm sure she'll fucking ride the scooter again. Ugh. So yeah, it's one of those things. Like Jerry Springer was absolutely a mixed blessing. He did try to encourage empathy towards trans people, but he also exploited them mercilessly. Yeah, yeah, it's sort of the thing. No, I don't identify as Jewish. Hey, Nashi. That's on Kim Jong Un. Not a great guy. He is not a great guy. The show is fake. Yeah, a lot of times, yeah. Good night, discombobulated. I wasn't bullied in high school, Ramona. Like, I wasn't bullied in high school. Chantel thought I was, but I wasn't. Um, I was very interested in politics back when I was in high school. Dylan, prefer Coke. I don't really drink either. I don't really drink much of either, though. Kuya? From my understanding, it depends on the state. Al Brooks and Mel Brooks, both great. Both really funny guys. Ramona? What I would note is trans men exist. Trans men exist and can get pregnant and have periods. Be gone, Sonny, you fucking transphobe. Trans men are men. At this time, cisgender men are currently not able to have children or have periods. Though apparently, apparently, I think there is research being done on like uterus transplants, which would change it. Edie, yes. Don't want a period or to get pregnant? No. Pass. Would I be scared to have a baby? Yes. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to have a period. I don't know who he is, Ramona, and I don't really care. Amy? No, I won't. Chibi, I'm honestly not sure. Uterus transplant for assistant. I think it's like I think the research is probably primarily aimed at designed for women, so that women who can't have kids could have kids, but it would also, it would open the door for uh, trans women and for cisgender men who want to be able to do it. Because yes, there are cisgender men who would be totally okay, even eager, even want to have to give birth themselves. Ramona, okay. So the story is that back when I was a teenager, I was going to the store to get, I was going to the corner store to get some milk and bread or something like that. Passing by his house, this dude and two girls, just a couple years older than I was, were hanging out on the front porch. One of the girls came up, actually grabbed the sunglasses right off my face. Like they opened it, like they initiated a conversation with me. One of the girls came up, grabbed the sunglasses right off my face. Wouldn't give them back. I ended up going, after talking a few more minutes, I went to the store to pick up the stuff I needed. On the way back, I asked, "Hey, can I have my sunglasses back?" They didn't. They didn't. They still didn't give them back. And this girl came over and tried to grab the fucking bag out of my hands. At which point, I slapped her hand away. Like, how? Like, who the fuck does them? Who the fuck does that? Like, tries to actually grab a bag out of somebody's. Why did I take class back? Because I didn't want to be a dick. So yeah, that's the story. I slapped her hand as she was trying to steal my fucking groceries. That's the story, Ramona. So you tell me if I was in the wrong for slapping her hand away as she was trying to grab my mom's fucking groceries. I mean, she was the one committing assault. Like, the fact that she grabbed my sunglasses on my face, that was actually assault. The fact that she then tried to steal my groceries that I bought for my mother? No. So yeah, I slapped her hand. That was like that. No, she wasn't flirting. No. So yeah, who the shit does that? And she actually did accuse me of like, oh, don't hit women. You shouldn't hit women. Like she slapped my face and said, don't hit women. Fuck off. You're trying to steal. You're trying to literally steal the groceries out of my fucking hand, and then you complain that I slapped your hand away. Fuck off. Yes, that's the only time I have ever slapped a woman. Not counting spankings during sex. Does that count? Like if you slap a woman's ass during sex, does that count? Was she? Yeah, she was okay. Now I need to go smoke again. There. Chantel does not try and steal my food now. Tell blood trip. Um, I would need to read. Like I would need to read the details. Like I'd need to read the actual details, not the headline details. No, I'm not telling sex stories. Nancy Pelosi. God damn. God damn it, Brandon. Braden. God damn it, Braden. I am so mad at you right now. Hey, Marie. Thoughts on my hatred of Legos? I don't hate Legos. I don't really. I don't really have any strong feelings on Legos one way or the other. They're fine. Zoe, she has Kleenex. She's choosing to. She is actively choosing to use her finger. The nicest of them. Not that I can recall, but I mean, I haven't had Legos since I was like 12. You ever have kids that leave Legos on the floor, you develop a hatred for them? Can understand that. Does she roll her boogers and flick them? Probably. As far as I know, the scale still works. Yeah, I have no memory of whether I ever stepped on. I refuse to. I'm not going to name names, Ramona. Miles Canners. Hey, Lady Phoenix. I'm okay. You? There's a girl, Ramona. I've never been with a guy. Never even kissed a guy. Jim Carrey. Oh, Jim Carrey's retiring. I didn't even hear about that. Found in the woods. I mean, I suppose need to give it a very thorough cleansing first. But no, I don't. I don't use any sex toys anyway. Would I kiss guy? I'm not. I'm not interested in kissing any men. Don't make movies. Huh. No, he's had a hell of a career. So Ramona, no, no guilt about it. No. No luck with the job hunt. No. No, I mean, there's no reason to feel guilty about being a man because I mean, it's not exactly my choice. Would I kiss Wolverine? Uh, no, she's like 21 in the comics right now, so she's definitely way too young for me. Clancy's retiring now that he's done Sonic 2. They already have Sonic 3 planned, so pretty sure backward. Unless they decide to go a different route for Sonic 3. Dollar? Uh, I mean, Wolverine. There's a Wolverine who's a guy, and there's a Wolverine who's a girl. There's Logan. There's Logan, but there's also Laura. Laura Kinney is also Wolverine right now. His daughter clone. His daughter slash clone is or clone slash daughter is using the Wolverine name. So Laura's plenty important, and honestly, like Irishman. I mean, a lot of here's the thing, Irishman. A lot of it is names being shared now. So Logan is still using his name. He's got his solo comic, and he's appearing in X Force. So the male Logan is still around, but there's also his daughter, Laura Kinney, who is appearing in the she's appearing in the main X-Men comic that's going on. Yes, Wolverine is from Alberta. Uh, so she's Wolverine in adjectiveless X-Men or Hawkeye. Clint Barton's still around. He's still the main the classic Hawkeye Clint Barton. He's still running around. He's going to be in the upcoming Thunderbolts comic. So he's still there, but you've also got Kate Bishop as also going by Hawkeye. I mean, she used to be X-23 for a long time. She went by X-23. After Logan died, she took on the mantle of Wolverine to honor her father. And she's why not? Why not let her be Wolverine as well? What's the problem with having two Wolverines? What's wrong with having two Hawkeyes? What's wrong with having two Spider-Mans? Peter Parker is Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man and fucking 80 other comics that he gets. And Irishman, I mean, by that logic, back in the 90s when Superman died, why did they replace him with four new Supermans? It's something that they've done. Or back in the fucking 19 goddamn 80s when Tony Stark was down and out, why replace him with James Rhodes? It's something that has always been done. I mean, there are plenty of women who have original identities as well. Like, it's something like comics have been doing it for decades. It's a way of exploring what heroes mean. You know, like when James Rhodes became Iron Man, that was a way of exploring the Iron Man identity, the Iron Man uh, mantle, the legacy, by putting a different character in the costume, in the armor. Um, or you know, once or at least once a decade, every decade, Captain America, or every decade, Steve Rogers retires from being Captain America or stops being Captain America, and somebody else takes up the mantle in order to explore what the Captain America legacy actually means. So in the 80s, you had John Walker become Captain America, while Steve Rogers was the captain, as a way of sort of exploring what that means. I'm trying to remember if the 90s actually had any replacement Captain America. I don't think it did, funnily enough. But in the 2000s, Ed Brubaker killed off Steve Rogers and had Bucky Barnes become Captain America, which is, one of the most critically acclaimed Captain America runs out there. And again, it was a way of exploring the character. Falcon was Captain. He was not. Um, Falcon did not take on the identity in the 90s, or if he did, it was only like for an issue or two. Who do I think the most influential musician group of the 20th century? I mean, probably some blues artist. Dollar sometimes, in some cases, a replacement is sort of an editorial decision to, let's see if this bumps up sales. Other times it is just the creators. Other times it is comic creators thinking, what does this character mean? And, so like Jason Aaron. When Jason Aaron was writing Thor, he had the idea of having Jane Foster take over, pick up the hammer and become Thor. And it was done because he wanted to explore what it would mean for Jane Foster to be Thor. He wanted to explore the Thor identity with, what does it mean to have a woman as Thor? And a nurse at that. Jane Foster is a nurse. So what does that mean? Dan, Irishman? Whosoever holds this hammer, if they be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. And it's not, here's the thing, again, 90s, Eric Masterson held the hammer of Thor, went by the identity of Thor. It's something that they do. Like, but like I said, I mean, when Eric Masterson had the hammer in the 90s, he was going by Thor. Janus Thor has been really uninspiring. I will say that it was that in retrospect, like at the time, it was pretty cool. But in retrospect, it was disappointing because he had Jane just be hit things. Like, he did turn Jane Foster into just, hit things until they stop moving as her main strategy, which I don't know. It didn't really. She's a nurse. It felt like there should have been something else going on there with her. So I will say that it was handled in not the most, not the best way of handling it. Don't want to see another storm. They haven't done any other storms. Um, like they haven't done another character storm. For this, X-Men usually, for the most part, X-Men have just one person by each identity. Like by and large, for the X-Men, you know, one Storm, one Colossus, one Nightcrawler, one Cyclops. Marvel Girl, I guess, is a name that was passed on from Jean Grey to Rachel Grey. Though, she only had Jean Grey only took the identity for like back in the 60s. When she came back from death, she was just Jean Grey, and that was pretty much her real name. But yeah, for the X-Men, only one person will hold a given code name, which is wrong because they've got like 1,000 X-Men, so they run out. So yeah, X-Men don't really tend to share their code names. The exception is with Wolverine, and that's only because he's a solo hero. Wolverine, ever since the 80s, has had a solo comic. By and large, the X-Men don't really lend themselves out to solo adventures very well. A lot of X-Men have had solo comics. Gambit's had multiple runs. Nightcrawler's had a couple of solos. Cyclops had a couple of minis and a fairly short-lived ongoing. They don't, outside of Gambit, X-Men solo comics don't tend to do well. So for the most part, it's just Wolverine as a solo hero, which is why he is the only one who has had an actual replacement. No, I mean, I see characters. Dazzler solo was before she joined the X-Men. Dazzler's a weird situation because she had a long-running solo before she joined the X-Men. But like I said, often legacy characters are a way of exploring the original character as well, exploring their legacy, exploring what they mean to the people they inspire. So when Laura Kinney took over as Wolverine, there was a definite level of, there was at least a little bit of exploring what Logan meant to Laura, why she wanted to honor his legacy. No, Thor is absolutely a character, and he was getting his own stories at the time that Jane held the hammer. And again, Jane as Thor was almost as much about Thor Odinson as it was about Jane herself. It was about what Thor means. It is about the legacy he created for himself in his time as a hero. How can a human be as powerful as God? Yeah, the hammer. The hammer holds his power. Ramona, I mean, what I said is that there was no election fraud. the accusation against the Democrats is that, you know, they had millions and upon millions of fraudulent votes. That's a lie. There was no actual election fraud. When I talk about Republicans rigging elections, I mean that they use the law to rig the elections in their favor. They pass laws that will benefit them. Superhero Mortal Kombat, you think Thor would win? Against most heroes, yes. Against most other characters, yes. Gerrymandering is part of it. Both sides do it, but Republicans tend to be more blatant about it. Also, the Democrats in the House passed a bill that would have brought an end to gerrymandering. The House Democrats tried to end the process of gerrymandering. The House Republicans all voted against it. When it passed to the Senate Democrats voted in favor of it. The Senate Republicans vetoed it or filibustered it. Like, there was absolutely, like, the Republicans filibustered an attempt that would have ended gerrymandering. Yeah, so there's gerrymandering. There's things like limiting early voting. There's things like limiting the number of voting machines that are sent to Democrat heavy areas. Limiting voting by mail. Yes, that is an attempt at limiting who gets to vote on paper and only on one day. Fuck that. No, not everyone can go out on that one day. And like huge, massive, obscenely long lines at voting stations. People should not have to wait hours and hours to be able to vote. Make it a national holiday? You know who would be opposed to that? Republicans. I guarantee that if the Democrats actually tried to put forward a bill to make voting day a national holiday, I guarantee the Republicans would filibuster it. Ravenmore, the votes that came in were the fucking mail-in ballots, you fucking dumbass. I mean, they don't win. They don't lose most of the time. Dylan, you're not wrong. A lot of small business, a lot of big business, a lot of corporations would also be opposed to it. Sure thing, Ramona. Neither side wants a national holiday? Probably not. I mean, Trump lost because he was like Trump lost in 2020 because he pissed off a lot of people. People were really, really dedicated to beating Trump. That's why that's why so many people turned out for in the 2020 election, was to beat Trump, to get him out of office. If in 2016 the Republicans had nominated damn near anybody else, like if the Republican candidate was damn near anybody else, they would have had a better chance in 2020. Same thing, Bush was a 2-term president as well. Bush was that did help him. It did help that he was a war president for sure. Um, but fucking lie, Ramona. There was no widespread voter fraud in 2020. They were fucking. Here's a question, Ravenmore. Do you mean that people who were waiting in line when the polls closed should not have been allowed to vote? Is that what you're saying, Ravenmore? Or are you saying that mail-in ballots that were sent before the election shouldn't have been counted? So your take is that if somebody is waiting in line and the polls close, that they should not be allowed to vote anymore. That's what you think, Ravenmore. Because fuck you if that's what you think. Election laws guarantee mail-ins were sent out months. Yeah, so doesn't matter when they were sent out. Doesn't matter when they came in. The mail-in ballots arrived before close of election day. Those mail-in ballots came in before the polls closed on election day. The issue is that in a lot of states, mail-in ballots can't be counted until the polls close. Did he cheat? Absolutely, the Republicans cheated. It's what they do. Again, they didn't cheat by making by throwing in fraudulent votes. That's not how Republicans cheat. They cheat using the system. More than two viable parties? Absolutely. I do not like two-party systems. Canada at least has the NDP as a third party. We've also got the Green Party as a fourth party, but they're not really that big. And we've got the Bloc Québécois, who are limited to Quebec. Is that Russians got Trump to? I mean, the Russians absolutely interfered in the election. Like the Republicans interfere in everything right now. The the Russians are really, their online presence is really big. They will like damn near everything. They get involved in damn near everything. The Russian troll farms are trying to just, like, their goal is to spread chaos. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, like the Russian troll farms, they're insidious. Australia Skies owned by Murdoch's company. Yeah. Every government involved in every. Maybe, but the Russians have been particularly active. Actually, I would say that the bots primarily benefit the right. Bill C-21. Let me refresh myself on that one. I don't remember that one. Give me a Seems fine by me, frankly. Yeah, Bill C-21 seems fine by me. So I had to refresh myself on it. I did remember reading about it a while ago, but I damned if I could remember what it was. Irishman? Not really. Actually, like YouTube is actually pretty creepy in how much it's been involved in pushing people towards alt-right. Uh, there's been a fair bit of research done on the fact that on the YouTube to alt-right pipeline, toxic Twitter. And Twitter as well. There's been plenty of research done on the fact that Twitter's uh, moderation system tends to actually favor conservatives. They've been kicked off recently, but Jesse, no, we don't have Republicans and Democrats. We've got the Liberal Party, the Conservative Party, the NDP, National Democratic Party, or New Democratic Party, I think. There's the Bloc Québécois, which is limited to Quebec. There's the Green Party, who doesn't get any power. My lineage, Scottish. Not sure if I'm not sure of anything else. I think I might have a little bit of German in me as well, but primarily Scottish. My take on the PPC. They suck. That's my take on them. Hardly Kuya. The extremes are very different. Jordan makes me think of Jordan Peterson's grandma. Plans for the weekend? Fuck all. I have no plans. I never do. 2.5 hours. I actually went a little bit longer than I'd intended, so I'm actually going to end the live here. Maxime Bernier can handle the conservative leadership as well. Yeah. What a shock that Maxime Bernier sucked. Yeah, it's future content. I do want to have more actual content. I want to get like more book reviews, more movie reviews, things like that. But anyway, like I said, right now I'm gonna end the live here. I'm gonna end the show now. Twitch channel, probably not. So yeah, gonna end it here. And sorry, Boomer NASA. Do a book review. Yeah, I need to finish. I really, really need to finish Powers and Thrones. I haven't been reading it lately. The Pentaverate? I have not seen that, Ellen. But so, yeah, this was, as always, a thing. So, thanks for watching, and have a nice night.